Welcome to 30ish. We have an amazing show for you guys planned today. All right, first up, for those of you who are tired of being single and looking for some love, well, we are talking to a relationship expert, Erin Tillman, who's going to share her tips with us on how you can find your lover. And after that, who doesn't have stress in their life? So that big word, stress, well, we're going to tell you how to deal with it. And later, my friends, we have a little special segment titled #ICan't. And let me tell you, we'll be telling you about the things that we just cannot deal with anymore.
Can't.
That's right. All right, but first, should we talk about some ish, my friends?
Let's get right into
Let's just dive in.
Yes.
So first, I want to know from you guys, what do you do with your friendships with good friends of yours that are in different phases of their lives? Like someone who's married versus someone who is not married, or who has babies, who doesn't have babies, things like that.
Yeah.
Tony.
Maintain those relationships.
Tell me.
I think you have to deal with the friendship accordingly. Like, if your friend is married, you have to realize that you can't, call them up at 11 o'clock to go out to the club,
Why not?
Yes.
Well, because, you have to deal with their partner and what things that they have with each other that are okay, or whatever their rules are. I don't know if you
So
call
be
them rules.
respectful.
Yeah,
Like
just being respectful.
order, like the way they operate and run their
the way they run
house
their house
and their family.
Exactly. And then, of course, with your single friends, of course, go out and do whatever. And people who are your friends that are parents, you have to realize that being a parent comes first. So you have to be respectful of the fact that they have children. So, again, they can't go out to the club with you. Again, they may not answer your phone calls all the time because they could be dealing with like a crying baby or dealing with a kid. And you have to maybe join in on those play dates or something like that, or go to their house and spend time with them and their kids. So I think you just have to deal with the friendship accordingly.
I think it's important for just like in the boyfriend-girlfriend realm that girlfriend or that boyfriend lets the other person out to go have a guy's night or a girl's night
I agree
with their
with
single
that.
friends.
Oh, I'm
I don't
totally
think
cool with things like
if my
that.
buddies get a girlfriend, all power to you. But I don't want you to be locked up every Friday and Saturday night, so you can't come hang with me or go watch a
Right.
game or
Even
something.
in marriages,
I don't
that's
know about y'all,
important
but
too,
I
though.
hold
Yeah.
my boyfriend hostage, so y'all
Also-
won't see him for a while.
Yeah,
Also, you
Homies no more.
Velcro. You Velcro. Once they mess with you, they stuck with you.
Yes, I'm the type of girlfriend that will kick it with you. Like, if you do want your space, like as far as a guy's night, I'm totally cool with that too.
Yeah.
But if it's something where we're all going bowling, I'm the type of girlfriend that I can kick it with just us, or I can kick it with your friends, and that's how I think it should be.
I like to have me time too, though. So I kind of agree with Steven on that. That it's good to have your relationship and to bond, but at the same time, like it's nice to have your own space and develop your own time and have that with your friends. Which going back to, I think one of the things for me at least too is it really finding that fine balance, especially with a lot of friends of mine who do have kids and I don't. So it's really kind of, seeing, all right, can I really hang out with these guys anymore or can I not? Because I think your friendships change as well, right? Your interests change, what you're talking about changes. So I find myself sometimes start making new friends or clicking with other
Well,
people.
you do.
with different
And
interests.
like being a mom, you do tend to find other moms who are dealing with the same things that you're dealing with, because it is so life altering and all consuming when you have kids. So it really does change your life, and it really shows that, I have certain friends that since getting married and having my baby, the ones that show the interest and the ones that call and continue to call because you don't have the time to call them back or things like that, those are the ones that I think it really proves what your friendship, like the roots
depth of it.
And so I have friends who I've been friends with my whole life, and they just kind of didn't show the interest in me and my kid. And that's the thing, when you have a family, when you're married, when you have a family, like you're a united front. Like I totally agree. Like, trust me, I need my personal time. I think even more so as
You
a
still got
parent.
to turn out.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think that I think people who don't have kids, I think
They don't
don't
relate.
understand. It's really
They don't
I
relate,
think all that someone with kids wants is the effort.
Yeah.
But I think you're at a different. But I think that goes back to people being at a different place,
Right.
Right.
Because, like for me, like again, if you don't have children, those friends who are calling that don't have children, they also are at a particular place where they also need that effort made too. So it's like, yes, they care about your family. Yes, they want to hear about your kids, but at the same time, because of that friendship, well, I think they need a little bit from you as well. It's not like all about
True.
your kids and your husband and all that. They
Yeah.
probably, whether they're single or whether they're married.
I'm like that too. I'm the type of person where if I haven't heard from you in like a week or two and you're one of my really good friends, like I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to check in on you. I'm going to text you. And I do have those friends who, you know, can't return a phone call or can't return a text because they're so busy. And I remind them, last time I checked, I'm not sitting on the other end twiddling my thumbs to, you know, waiting on you.
Right.
Totally.
I'm busy too, but like, you know, when you're friends and you care about the relationship, it goes both ways. It shouldn't feel like it's one-sided. You know what I mean?
What about like in terms of like taking it out of like the relationship realm where sometimes you end up with, and that's where your friendships end up too. What about like in careers and stuff? Like what if I have to move across the country? I'm originally from the East Coast and I move all the way out here. Sometimes I find it's hard for me to still stay in touch and even relate with some of my friends from high school because
but you know
we're
what?
in completely two different
It
worlds.
evolves.
The beauty of it is, and I said this to one of my friends actually this morning, is I hate missing or losing I keep the good people close to me.
Yeah.
And I always want to keep them really close, but the beauty of it is that we are all elevating, right? And if you're amazing, you're going to continue to grow and elevate, and we're just going to see each other at the top. And if I'm not seeing you because we're both grinding and working so hard and successful in our careers, then that's the best reason to not see you. And we'll see each other at dinner, we'll meet each other in the city, we'll see each other on set or on a project, we'll end up working together. And that's a good thing to me.
But you still have to make a point to
absolutely.
even though
connection.
you both are like grinding and hustling and stuff, and you know, especially in our industry, you know, you don't know what time you're going to leave set, what time you got to be on set, how long you got to be on set, or how long you have to do things. But it's still taking that initiative to say, okay, listen, I have a day open on Saturday.
Yes.
Let's get together for lunch. Let's catch up. Let's do something. It's taking that
or even a
check-in.
I haven't talked to you in a few weeks, just checking in to see how you're doing. We're
doing.
always on text nowadays.
Yeah, and that takes a few minutes. You can be sitting on the toilet. You can have that phone like this, like, hey, how you doing? You have the same.
So when you're texting me, that's what I should be thinking.
Oh, great. Now we're going to have visuals.
Every time he sends me a text, I'm going to be like, I know what you're doing right now.
Well, I'm not.
You got a minute.
I'm not doing that all the time. Sometimes I just need a magazine and I need a moment to myself to catch up on Us Weekly or something like that.
But like, thank God for
time.
like a Facebook, because I'm able to like keep in touch with people across the country, and maybe it's a little bit more convenient sometimes, like look in and see what they're up to or where they're living or what's going on in their lives versus like picking up the phone or something at that moment.
I still
also
want
have
a
the
personal
levels, right?
conversation, a personal connection. I do feel like sometimes we get lost in the sauce when it comes to social media. Some of my friends, they think they only have access to me online. And I'm like, if you actually have my phone number, like the real phone number, I want you to use it. Like, call me. I want to see you because I care about you. I care about our friendship. And I think that's important. And so
Don't just be liking my pictures and statuses.
Right, that
or
means
just
nothing.
watching my pictures and not liking my pictures. How about that?
How about that?
I see you over there.
That
With your
part.
looking in.
But I think it really is a good way to keep in touch with people. I mean, everybody's so busy, and it's just that I get Snapchats of my friends' kids all the time, and that's a way for us to maintain that relationship across the country because these are friends that I've had my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the easiest way. I mean, I know it might not be personal, but it's a way for us to keep in contact with each other.
But then with that, do you guys think that we're too consumed with technology? Because I feel like I miss the old days. Like when I was a kid, we used to do something called go outside and like ride bikes and play hide and go seek.
What does that mean?
Exactly. Like I have an 11-year-old niece and she is attached to her iPad. Like she will sit with a friend of hers and they are just, and I'm like, shouldn't you guys be playing together? And she's like, oh no, I'm on my iPad. But I feel like we're all like that. Like how do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like we're too consumed with
absolutely.
that?
And I think I've been trying to make a conscious effort, but it's very agitating to me that if you're coming out to lunch with me for just an hour, that you can't put your phone down.
Yeah.
President Obama is not calling you.
Right.
You know, pick it up if he calls
But he
you.
might want to see the picture of food that I just took because I am that girl who takes pictures of everything she eats. I'm food obsessed, so yes, I'm that
That's
girl.
why I can't follow you.
Well,
Yeah, I can't do that either. But I'm saying, but that connection is lost. Like if you cannot stay away from your phone for 45 minutes and have a conversation with me, we've just kind of lost that
I'm going to tell you,
connection.
I literally almost walked into a wall on my phone yesterday. And my friends were watching me, and they almost let me do it. And I was like, y'all really do not love me,
Lesson
though.
learned. No, sometimes you got to learn a lesson. Sometimes you got to bump your head on the pavement.
Like,
I was trying to Snapchat.
we're speeding up as a species. We're speeding up as a population, being that we have so much information at our fingertips right there. We're a New York minute in our lives all over the world because we have access to all that information. So it's a double-edged sword because I love having all that information right there where I can Google anything and carry Google around with me all day, every day. Yeah. But it definitely goes back to you lose that personal touch. A lot of times I find people are having trouble having conversations on the phone because they're so used to text messaging that they lose the ability to actually articulate, communicate.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Look people in the eye, make eye contact
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God, my spelling's
They can't
atrocious.
interact anymore, actually. You're scared. They don't know how to interact or have
in
people's
the
skills.
workforce.
Yes, absolutely.
But you know what I do? Whenever I have given my time to someone and we're meeting for lunch, dinner, you're over at my house or whatever, well, especially if we're out to lunch, we both put our phones away. And I tell the person, if you look at your phone once, you're paying for all this. Because
I like that.
Because trust me, I have ordered the whole left side of the menu, so I will be glad pick up the phone and look at it.
But the only thing I can argue, I guess, with that is, I mean, I have to have my phone on me. I have a baby. Like, I have to have my phone on the table because that's my life.
But that's
like,
different.
You know.
That's different
That's an exception.
than
The only
sitting
exception.
across from me and you are looking at Instagram
Well, that's
and
different,
liking
but
people.
that has to exist. It has to be there.
But
There's
that's
a balance. I think it just comes down to a balance. Like, just be considerate. If I know we're going to go to lunch and I tell you I'm actually waiting on a call back from, a lawyer or something like that, then I'll give that disclaimer initially, like, I'm sorry, let me take this real quick. Otherwise, just scrolling Instagram timelines is just really rude, and it's not okay, you guys. Like, we have to continue to have that personal connection with people because that is a reflection of you, one, respecting their time, two, valuing the time that they're giving to you in the relationship that you guys have to each other. So it's just important.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
And you're going to like this. Okay, so being like the old married woman that I am, I'm wondering, in the dating world now, do you guys text more or is it, will you pick up the phone?
I don't know
and
anything
call?
about the dating world because I'm not a part of it.
I'm so
on
curious.
the outside,
Listen, I am dealing with a whole different type of breed of people.
It is.
And the gays are they're very interesting. So I'm just gonna pull myself. I'm just gonna drink my tea and just sit here and listen to y'all.
It's an interesting balance. I think definitely, for me, it shows that you are definitely interested if you want to actually have a conversation and ask me questions and get to know me. If all you're trying to do is text me, that says to me that you might be juggling too many other women and you don't feel like I'm a priority, which in that case, I absolutely ignore you or I shut that down immediately. But it means something to me when someone you got a balance between texting and talking, and then I want to see you in person. I don't want to get catfished and then you like, are you a real person? Like, no, I want someone that wants to talk on the phone and text. I don't mind. I want both.
I'm 50-50 too. I'm both. I like to pick up the phone because I like to be kind of direct with, like, are we making plans or what are you doing this weekend? I don't like to like wait for a text and have a text message conversation over 2 days to figure out what we're going to do for dinner on Saturday. So I do like to pick up the phone and do that. But I have found in this day and age, again, it's mixed reviews, 50-50, that a lot of girls want a text message.
Really?
I feel like some of these girls sometimes have trouble speaking on the phone. Like maybe they get nervous. I mean, if I'm calling
We'll have to ask our relationship expert about that.
No, well, you know why
I
they don't.
cannot wait to hear what she says.
That's what's wrong with them. They don't know how to carry on a conversation.
And that should be
That's
a red
Should I
flag.
be calling them anyway?
Exactly.
But that's what's going to mess you up later because then when you're in person, you're not going to have a connection.
Agreed. That's
It's
why I'd rather
taking
like
away
hash
from
it
that
out on the phone.
personal.
If we're like just beginning or we're planning a first date, like let's have a conversation on the phone first, so that when we show up, it's not the first time I'm hearing your voice.
And it
in person.
Definitely things get lost in translation and text message, which for me is why it's so important to have a real conversation. It's like if I want to know your humor, right? It's hard to tell that over a text message. And people take things too personal, like you just don't always know. So one, if someone doesn't want to talk to me on the phone, that's a red flag. Like you are not intelligent enough to carry on a conversation with words and like out of your mouth. You have to like type everything. Like I don't think that's cool. Like I would stay away from those text only chicks.
But even going back to the
Good.
technology
I like it.
part in general, like for example, for birthdays or special days like that, I want to be called. I
Yeah.
don't want to be
Yeah.
texted or just.
Yeah.
I don't care about the 150 happy birthdays on Facebook because that's
I don't
everybody
mind
coming
those.
out to. I mean, they're fun.
I do like them. I do like them.
But they
mind
don't hold as much value
Yeah.
as from your close friends, right? It's nice to be at least still called. So again, technology does consume us
That's
because
true.
it's easier to say, "Oh, let me just text this person happy birthday real quick. I don't
Yeah.
need to call them anymore."
But
No.
it's also yes, I agree, but we've also evolved to it being part of our lives. And then yes, I can see how if it's like, you're with your significant other, you're with your family, you're with whoever, and you can have the opportunity to shut it down. That is what makes it so much more special. So now we're at this point in our lives where it's special to get a phone call. It's special to not have the phone. Like these are things that it's just how we've evolved as a society. Like Stephen had started to say, like it's part of life. So it's like you kind of can't hate it completely. You kind of have to evolve with
There's
it.
definitely times
But
when my
balance,
phone
yeah.
is ringing and I'm like, damn.
But I
wanna
love a
talk
good
to
voicemail.
my friend.
Oh, so
don't
that's
know
what
about
you do when I
guys.
call.
Hit me with a text, Tony.
If you can't talk, a text is appropriate. But I
Yes.
love a good voicemail. Like I'm
Me
one of
too.
those
Yeah.
people that actually listen to a voicemail because I just want to maybe I want to play it back, or especially on my birthday. People sing me happy birthday, and I
Me
can
too.
save that.
But wait, when you send when you leave a voicemail, don't leave me a voicemail. Say, hey, it's me.
Call me back.
Oh no!
That's already implied.
That's what I
when you
do.
call me.
Give me a
reason why
clue
you're
to
calling.
what's
Like,
going on.
hey,
Don't try to
if
call
I'm
me.
trying to meet up. Like, no, don't say, hey, it's me, Tony. Call me back. I already know that.
I am calling you tonight. I'm going to say, hey, it's Maria. Call me back.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna text you and I'm gonna say I am not. Until I get another
He's going to
voicemail.
call back and say, I can't.
I love
Exactly.
a good voicemail. I love
Me
a good
too.
voicemail, right?
Yeah,
Nothing like it.
because
I-
speaking
yeah.
of the birthdays, like I have a friend who always will sing to me for my birthday, and it's just a thing that we do. So when I get that message or that call, like it's different than a text message. Or sometimes I actually randomly will call my college friends, and they know me well enough to know I'll call and sing and leave them crazy voice
Yeah.
messages with different characters and all that kind
Some
of stuff.
Beyonce or something like that.
You know, trying to get
know.
information.
Hey,
I've gotten voicemails from like my grandparents,
Yeah.
and I've kept those. Like
Yeah.
my grandmother, she went to
Those
heaven
are
a few months
different.
ago, and like I still have that voicemail.
My
It's like a
uncle,
minute
too.
long. Oh my god! I sent it to my dad, and it shook him up. But what a treasure to have
Yeah.
that voicemail. I mean, I'm gonna keep it as long as I can. I put it on my computer, so
Aw.
yeah.
I
it's
didn't know
cool.
you could do that.
Yeah.
I have all my ex-boyfriends' voicemails from my old answer
Girl,
machine.
Dude,
I'm gonna make a
That's
mixtape.
blackmail.
No, I'm
That is
and they're all
blackmail.
their messages are gonna be like interludes to the mixtape. Like it's gonna be
That's
amazing.
crazy.
Amazing.
That's actually good.
You call it the X album.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. Well, we have to take a quick break, but I know you are definitely as entertained as we are. This is 30-ish. We will be right back.
Yes, we will.
It's Maria Menounos here. Are you like me, so obsessed with your favorite TV series that you want more? And I got the solution for you. AfterBuzz TV. AfterBuzz TV produces after shows for your favorite TV shows, where AfterBuzz hosts break down episodes, answer questions from fans, and interview series cast and crew. Whether it's Game of Thrones, Dancing with the Stars, Scandal, or Love and Hip Hop, chances are AfterBuzz produces an after show for you. So check out AfterBuzzTV.com or download episodes on iTunes. Buzz you later.
Hey guys, Maria Menounos here. Before your favorite TV after show begins, we want to let you know about my new show on SiriusXM Stars Channel 109. It's called Conversations with Maria, and it's live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Go to conversationswithmaria.com for more info. Buzz you later.
Hey everybody, welcome back to 30-ish. We are knee deep in the ish. And I got a random question. We're just gonna throw this one out there.
I'm ready for you.
If you could be friends with any celebrity, who would it be and why?
Good question.
Miss Maria P?
Ooh, I will have to say Reese Witherspoon. I have been, I just, Legally Blonde, I swear, if I have a bad day, if I have a good day, I don't care what, I can watch Legally Blonde and it puts me in a better mood. And I love her style and she's just always upbeat, and she's a successful, strong woman, and I think her and I would be awesome.
You're
together.
like the little mini-me Reese Witherspoon, for
You
sure.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally see you guys
Well,
like, butting around the mall.
I love her style, so
Yeah.
I think it kind of influences what I pick
And you're
out.
both moms.
Cool.
Both moms,
dates.
little blonde girls.
Yeah.
What am I going to say?
For me, I would actually have to say Adele.
Ooh, hello.
She just seems
From the other side.
Right. She just seems so down to earth. Like, I mean, when you think of Adele, you're like, Adele. You know what I mean? But I've seen a lot of interviews that she's done, and especially the carpool
Oh my God,
karaoke
amazing.
that she
Amazing.
And like the Ellen.
and the
Yeah,
Ellen
so
right.
much fun.
like I look at her and I'm like, I just want to hang out with you and just talk, stuff and
go to Target.
and
I love Target.
and just be normal.
She's
you
always
know?
up for a good time, up for a joke,
Yes.
up for a prank.
So I'm all for that. Adele, you would be my celebrity friend.
Oh.
I like that.
My celebrity friend would be from Friends, Jennifer Aniston. I just love her. Her style, her quirkiness. I've actually met her quite a few times, and she's like your next door girl. She's
Yeah.
just down to earth. She's fun, and I think I'd have a great time with her. I'd love to go shopping with her, or just grab a bite to eat. But she's silly. She's quirky. She's fashionable.
Love her
She just
style.
encompasses that woman power to her. So yeah,
You
Jennifer
didn't say,
Aniston.
hey Jen, will you be my friend?
Yeah.
Text me sometime.
My celebrity friend would be Kevin Hart.
Oh.
Okay, for so many reasons. One, he knows how to kick it and have a great time.
Yes.
Two, he hustles so hard, and I respect his grind. He travels, he loves his family, he takes really good care of his friends, and he works out like crazy, okay? So I would stay in shape, I would laugh until my face hurts, and I would get all this money, honey.
Yeah. Did you see him for the All-Star basketball thing?
Yeah.
He beat the pro.
Yeah.
He beat the
I
pro.
think they
in
ended up
shape.
giving the other guy the trophy to be funny, but he was legit.
He did a
Yeah.
three-point shootout contest versus
Yeah.
an NBA player for the Thunder. I forget the guy's name. And
I can't remember the name
he
either.
beat the pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I
Some
mean-
people can do things.
That's yes.
Good for him.
And we're both vertically challenged, okay?
Yeah.
We're both very
You
small.
and me
Good for
both.
Kevin.
But we have big personalities,
That's
so
so
yes.
funny.
Go Kevin.
We'd
How
have a
about
good time.
you?
I think mine would probably be, I'm going to jump on the laughing bandwagon as well and go with Will Ferrell.
Oh.
I mean, he's definitely put out a few flops, but most of his movies are some of my favorites, and he's just absolutely hilarious. His comedy, I think he's a genius at what he does,
Yeah.
and I don't really foresee you having a bad time hanging out with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, no.
very true.
No, you guys have picked some good friends.
Yeah.
So
We
let's,
have a great party.
It'll be
Yeah.
a real good party.
Good
Yeah,
party.
well,
Real
we
good
can come
party.
hang out
As
at
long as
30-ish.
somebody brings snacks, I'm there. Well, make sure you guys stay tuned. That has been the Ish, but don't go anywhere. For all of you singles who are looking for love in all the wrong places, we have relationship expert Aaron Tillman coming up to give you dating relationship tips. This is 30-ish. We'll be right back.
Maria Menounos here. Are you like me, so obsessed with your favorite TV series that you want more? Well, I got the solution for you. AfterBuzz TV. AfterBuzz TV.
Go to conversationswithmaria.com for more info. Buzz you later.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds. like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Welcome back. Now, we are at an age where we're concerned about finding our significant other, and it's something very important to us, but we feel like we're sometimes running out of options. But fear not, we have relationship expert Erin Tillman here to help us. Welcome, Erin.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. And let me just say, you were talking about dating in the first segment, and I was like, I have so much to say. I have so much to say about that. Texting and calling, and yes. So, yeah, it can be tough in your 30s, you know?
You are preaching to the choir.
Yes.
I know all about it. So for those who are struggling to find someone, what are some tips that you have?
So here's the deal. I feel like, especially in a place like Los Angeles, you could interchange this advice in any big city or small city, but especially in LA, it's a very specific place.
Yes.
There's so many walks of life in this town, and I'd say the thing that we do is that we assume that everyone wants the same exact thing we want. And so the thing I encourage singles to do is get really clear about what you're looking for. Are you looking for, something super monogamous, exclusive, a partner? Are you looking for just to have fun with somebody else? Get
Sex.
clear.
You can say sex. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Booty
Yes.
calls. Are you in the booty calls, which is a
Yes.
valid choice, as long as it's consensual, of course.
And safe.
And safe.
Yes.
Safe and consensual, thank you.
Yes.
But it's important that we get clear with ourselves so we can be clear with other people and seek out people who are on the same page as we are.
But how soon
Communication.
should you tell someone that? Like in the
Immediately.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna say this because you're right.
Immediately.
Immediately is important,
Yes.
but immediately, as in we just met, and hey, how you doing? My name is Naina. I'm looking for a monogamous relationship. Blah blah blah. Like, how soon into the getting to know that person should we establish that?
Amazing question. So I think it's really important. Well, I think we'll get into at some point. We'll talk about like where do you meet certain people? Where do you meet people who are on the same page as you are? In the world of online dating and dating apps, it could be a good idea to say at least that, oh, I'm here to meet some interesting people, but I'm open to a relationship if that were to happen. Or, you know what? Hey, I'm here to just have a fun time with people, etc. So you're insinuating that you're looking just for sex, or you're open to a relationship, all of those things. So dating apps, it's good to say something like that. But if you're meeting someone old school style, like face to face, it could be, you don't want to stress someone out by being like, I'm looking for the one and looking for a ring.
Right.
But it's important to be like, I would be open to, being in a committed thing if I found the right person, but I'm not in the rush. I'm not in a massive rush to find the one. But yeah, meeting new people, hanging out, having a good time, and if it's a good fit, then I'm open to it.
So you just mentioned dating apps and going online. So that would be an ideal place to find people, because I know I feel like our generation, we thought of that as like the last resort.
Yes.
Like, you are desperate. You can't find nobody in the club no more. You have gone to the bar and no one's talking to you, and now I got to resort to online dating. But now it seems like it's the first thing that people go to.
It is the first thing for a lot of us, especially in bigger cities, because there's so many of us. And so it's a good way to like kind of literally swipe through the masses and find people that we find interesting and attractive. Yeah, you're right. It's so funny because we are at that age where it's like 20 years ago, or when we were in high school and college, none of this existed.
Or it was desperate.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
yes.
I mean, I remember when like Yahoo, it was like Yahoo Chat or something.
Oh,
was out,
yes. AOL
and
chat,
yes!
Prodigy,
Right.
dial up.
Yes. Ring, ring,
Don't pick up that phone. I'm trying to talk to somebody. I'm trying to make a connection.
Right?
Literally. Okay.
No, but exactly. And so it's just a whole new world now.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't say that is the way, but it's a valid way now. It's a legitimate way to meet somebody apart. Like I said, anything you're looking for, you could find it online or on an app. And the thing is that, you know, you can meet someone online or through an app. You could meet someone at singles events, especially, again, in big cities, there's a ton of events going on. And there are singles events that are specifically a bunch of single people there to meet each other, like speed dating and those kind of things. But also, I really just encourage people to go out and just do what you enjoy doing. Go out with friends. Go out by yourself and do things. Go to art openings, like the Broad Museum here in downtown LA. I haven't been yet, but I've heard it's amazing. Go there. You're going to meet like-minded people in those environments. And you're not going there necessarily. I mean, I guess you could. But you're not going there to be like, all right, who's single here? Who's single here? But you're just in the environment with other single people who have similar interests. So it's a great place to meet other people. That's my number one thing that I would encourage people to do.
So you're saying that since I like to eat, I should walk slower in the grocery store so I can see and meet other singles and see what they like to eat as well.
Well, you never know. I actually do know singles who have met people in the grocery.
I think the
like
grocery is a great place, actually.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Well, a lot a lot of people talk to me at the grocery store.
You met some people?
Yes, honey. But this is the thing.
See, no one talks to me. I think I'm too focused. Like
exactly.
Like,
you
I'm
open your field of vision.
I'm like, where's the DiGiorno?
See, I'm sure. No, that's a great thing to do. But honestly, this is what I've done, and I'm sure, and this is like a valid issue that I have. I cannot reach a lot of things at the top shelf.
Oh, you got a tactic.
So I asked for help because
I
legitimately cannot reach. So I'll just look for a cute guy.
I love this. You know what? Ladies, are you hearing this? I hope you're hearing this, ladies, because that's actually kind of interesting.
No,
That's interesting strategy.
Y'all try that too. I'm be like, ooh, I'm sorry, I can't reach it.
No, you're like
or ask
6'2".
someone's opinion, or I'd be like, have you tried this before? Like, guys have sparked a converation with me before by asking my opinion about something.
Yes.
Right.
So you can reach everything, honey, because you're so tall. I'm petite one, but you can ask, like, have you tried this before?
Or I haven't been to this grocery. Do you know where the chips are?
Yeah,
something
that's
like
a good
that.
one.
So that's the thing I encourage singles to do. A lot of times when we're talking about heterosexual or LGBT community or whatever, we get nervous about talking to people of opposite sex or same sex that we might find attractive. So I encourage people to just go out to places and just start having casual conversations with people that aren't about dating, just so you can get comfortable talking to the opposite sex or same sex in any situation.
Yeah,
Some of us
got to make sure we swinging from the same vine. You can't just
honey.
Can't just go up and just start talking, be like, hey, how you doing?
You never know though. But I'm gonna
you
tell
don't ever know. You never know.
But even like she said, if you're just making a conversation with someone and it doesn't have to be about dating. What if you just meet a new good friend?
Exactly.
You feel me? And that's okay.
I have plenty of those.
Okay.
Oh, I know, but what if you meet someone? I've been on all the dating sites and dating apps for research, but also because I am a single gal dating in LA. But I actually met somebody I did business with. I met them on OkCupid, and he's a really cute guy. He's in the business and TV and film, and we went on a couple dates. And cute guy, but no connection. And he's like, "What do you do?" And I told him I'm a dating coach and all these things, speaker and all these things. And he's like, "Oh my God, I have a perfect thing. There's a show coming up. Whatever, can we collaborate? I'd love to bring you on this TV show as an expert." I'm like, "Thank you, OkCupid." So you just never know. Or I've met people who would be great for a friend of mine, Or I've met people who, when I met them 8 years ago, not a connection, but if I met them, like, reconnected now, maybe there is something there now. You just never know. You just want to keep your mind and keep your world open to meeting people wherever you meet them.
Well, some of ours are wide open, so I am... Universe, I'm here.
Bring them to us.
Yes.
Bring them all to
Bring
us.
them all.
The
Bring on the men.
I just wanted to say something really quick about texting and calling, back to the first segment. And this goes for dating across the board. None of us are looking for exactly the same, 100 things that are on our lists of requirements or whatever. So, for example, you were saying you prefer to be called Naima.
Trust me, it's okay. I have the same problem.
I'm the worst.
I'll sing it to you.
Naina. Yeah. And so Naina likes to be called. I prefer to be texted. And so for me, it's just getting clear on what you want, whether it be calling, whether it be someone coming to pick you up during a date or meeting somebody there. All of these things, it's really important to know what you like and then find out what that person likes, and maybe you can adjust. Maybe there's some wiggle room somewhere. So if Naina's saying, "I like to be called," and you're like, "Ew, I don't like to call people," maybe you're like, "You know what? She's really fabulous, so I'm gonna call her because she enjoys it and I want to get to know her better."
And it'll be worth it, honey.
Exactly. Yes.
With that, I'm wondering what kind of phone calls you have.
I'll let you hear these voicemails. I
Them
got
sound like
popping.
the 11:30, 12, midnight phone calls.
Hey, don't judge. We're not judging.
Listen, I am not
No
judging.
judgment.
Get yours where you can.
Yes. Yes.
Get it where you fit in.
Yes, but it's just like I prefer to be texted, and so for me, I like to make text arrangements and then have most of my interactions in person.
Yeah.
So for me, I talk. I'm sure a lot of you get this too. I talk for a living. Sometimes I don't need to have a 2-hour phone call conversation. I'm like text. Let's meet a couple days from now, and I'll talk to you to your face, rather than being like this.
I want that phone call so I can hear in your voice how you feel
For
when
real.
you're talking to me.
Is it really real,
Yeah,
though?
is it real?
Right, right, and that's where we differ. Because
Yeah.
for me, I don't know. I want to look in someone's eyeballs, and I can feel that energy. But
Yeah.
again, just that
Different strokes for different folks.
There you go.
So we have two already. We have dating apps and online sites are great for finding someone. We have just doing things that you absolutely love doing, different hobbies and activities. What else? One more thing that will help us single folks find somebody.
Yes, I briefly mentioned it, but singles events are great. So what are singles events? I used to work for a company. We used to do a lot of speed dating events. They had this thing called a hunt and match, where it was like a scavenger hunt in a venue. And so you had these cards, and you're like, find someone who's wearing a blue
That's
shirt.
life. That's life already. You want me to go to an event where I got a hunt and match too? That's stressful.
You have a cocktail.
I'm already hunting and matching. That's why I'm coming there.
It's a short scavenger hunt. I think it's exciting.
cute.
That scavenger hunt needs to be composed of he is over there. Got it.
Okay, if that's not your cup of tea, then there's some really fun events that I've gone to. There's Lock and Key. So, and I've only been to the heterosexual versions of these parties, but women wear locks around their like on a necklace, and then guys wear key, and you literally go and try to find what key will unlock someone's lock. And their necklace. And if you unlock the necklace, then you go and you match up and you win a prize. But it's just a conversation starter.
I don't know if I want somebody touching me like that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I know
don't
what
know
you
you.
mean.
That would be
coming
my
from the
personal.
same person that like these 11:30
Well,
p.m. midnight
I
phone
didn't say what
calls.
time they're coming. I just said I love a good phone call and a good voicemail.
Hey, it could be a booty call at 4 p.m. Let's not get it
I don't do
twisted.
booty calls. We're exclusive if I'm getting that call.
Okay. We're
Yes.
learning a lot.
Okay,
We're
how
learning
We're
a
in
lot.
that age. We over booty calls, honey. That was in our 20s.
No, not everyone.
For me,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. 'cause
I'm done.
There's
I
a
gotta go to
whole
church
new
on it.
crop. There's a whole new crop of 30 and 40-year-olds who are like newly divorced who are like all about the booty call because they're single again for the first time 15
Wow.
years or something. Yeah, it's
I
like
have
a whole
a
new
question.
thing.
How about the age range? Okay, like if I'm 30
love it.
or if I'm 32, whatever, how younger should I go or how older? Like,
I
what should
love
be the
this.
window? Because that's what a lot of the apps make you do. They make you pick an
Yes.
age range.
Yes. So it depends. Well, let me just say first off, single ladies, don't hesitate thinking about dating someone younger. And single men actually too, because the thing is, especially for a lot of women nowadays, especially in LA, are entrepreneurial. We're a little bit alpha. We got our lives together. We're doing stuff, whatever. For me, I'll speak for myself. For me personally, as a single girl, especially being a dating coach, like you can imagine, it weeds a lot of people out. Okay, or a lot of people are excited, but younger guys are not intimidated. They like the fact that I'm a strong, more alpha kind of girl who's running their own thing. They love it. Older guys I meet are totally intimidated. Totally. So for me, I'm always open to an age range. Like I usually don't go more than 10 years, like 8 years, like 8-year age differences for me.
Before
Anything
younger and
yeah,
older?
that age,
Okay.
that range, but older than that.
I don't know if I could go 8 years younger. My little brother and sister are around that age, and I'm like, that'd be weird.
Listen,
To me.
don't
It'd be weird.
don't
Look at it like
eliminate
that.
anything.
Don't-
Yeah,
you
because
blocking
that is
folks
weird.
out.
That is weird if you're thinking about your brother
Okay.
and sister.
I'm
The
gonna
love of
open-
your life could be 8 years younger than you.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna
You
open it
missing
up.
out on
someone
them
just
on
brought
the
up,
hunt.
yeah, because like J Lo and like Madonna and all these women, powerful women, are dating younger guys and they are happy. You know, there's something to that. I'm not saying an older guy or older girl isn't good, you know, but I'm just saying just keep your mind open to it because you just
Yes.
never know.
I'm
Yeah.
with that. I'm
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Erin, for
Thanks for
joining us
having
and giving us relationship tips and advice.
Yes.
And hopefully you guys have received some lovely tips to go out there and hunt and find your man or woman. But don't go anywhere. We have to take a quick break. This is 30-ish, and we'll be right back.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Yay, we're back. Welcome back, guys. So life can be hectic and stressful, and it's so important that you take the time to yourself to kind of de-stress and come down. So today we're going to talk about some of our favorite ways to relax, relate, and release. Right?
Yes.
So Stephen, tell us. What do you do?
What's my favorite? Yeah,
Yes.
I got a few ways to stress. Living in Los Angeles, that causes a lot of stress
Yes.
in its own right there. But one of my favorite ways to release stress is when I come home, I've got this little puppy. Well, he's like 5, but he's still like a puppy face. I'm telling you, that interaction with my dog, he's wagging his tail and the most excited dog to see me. I was gonna say person.
The love.
But he is like my son in a sense. So that just automatically releases so much stress from me. When I pick him up and he's licking me and all he wants to do is just get a belly rub and go for a walk. That is amazing. And it actually releases oxytocin in your brain, which is like the same feeling that you get like when you hug someone that you love dearly. You actually get that feeling when you hug an animal like that.
Do you get that when you eat chocolate? Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm so happy all the time, because I'm constantly baking.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but that's why they have therapy dogs, and that's why that's why that sort of interaction, some being that unconditionally loves you, right? That's special.
He is.
I have a puppy,
And
I
our
have a puppy,
relationship
so I can
is-
relate.
Yeah.
I have a small human at home, but he's a toddler. So I can say that is probably my biggest stressor right there.
Yeah.
But I will say for me, something that de-stresses me is to have a hobby. Now, I feel like I have lots of them, but for me, I do hot yoga. So it's just constant competition with myself every single time I go. So I just sweat it out. And then kind of on the other full spectrum is I bake. Like I'm completely, I cook and I bake, and I'm completely obsessed with food. So something that I've incorporated into our sort of, I guess, life and routine is including my son into baking with me. One, entertains him, because Lord knows that's like what I spend half my life
You
doing, is
gotta
trying
have
to entertain
something to
him.
do.
I thought you were going
And-
to say baking yoga or something.
Baking yoga. I don't think, but you know what? My son knows how to do yoga.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
But I will say, so for me, it's the hobbies. So incorporating, especially as a mom, incorporating them into your own life and really making that time for yourself. And I guess that's the biggest thing. Find something you love and that just drives you, because then it doesn't feel like work. It's something you look forward to.
Does it also have like an aspect of just consuming your mind with that
Yes.
activity that you're doing at that point, so you're not thinking about whatever is
present.
stressing you out?
Well, and that's why I like the hot yoga, because you're just completely sweating and all you're doing is focusing, and you're actually in yoga. I don't know if you guys are yogis at all, but in
bit.
yoga you pick like the one thing that you want your entire practice to be focused on, and that for me, I find when I'm consistently doing yoga, everything in life basically falls into place. It's sort of like I set this on whatever I need. Do I need to find, to de-stress? I'm going to set this whole practice on de-stressing. I want to focus on clarity. Like, I want to clarify my goals for my business. And just in that practice, in that 1 hour of practice,
You're in that zone
you're in that
where you
zone.
can really laser in on that one thing that you want to grow in.
And I'm just a competitive person by nature. I was always an athlete. So for me, I'm like, what can I do now? And it's just, I'm competing with myself every single time how long I can hold these poses.
But does that stress you out?
No, I love it. I love it. It's like you gotta have it, but you have to find that works for you. So some people go to yoga as this is where I just release and I just.
Zen.
But for me, I'm like, I gotta work harder. I gotta be stronger. Like, that's how I see it. So I think it's the hobby.
Well, as a hobby, I have to just mention, I actually took burlesque dancing. And that was a fun hobby.
I could see that being fun.
It de-stressed me. I didn't think about it. Like, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun.
But I feel like that also loosens you up a bit. Like, you're just like, it takes you get out of your shell.
Yes,
kind
exactly.
Of Did you do that, Steven?
Cool.
No, but I was actually the MC of a burlesque show for quite a while. Yeah, and that was quite fun. I don't know.
It's an interesting hobby. I wanted to try it out.
More stress in my life with all the girls and everything.
But I mostly try.
Cause a lot of stress.
Bring it on back.
I know, seriously. Mine is related to yoga, so I actually do a lot of meditation. And what's great about meditation is you can do it for 3 minutes, you can do it for 5 minutes, you can do it for 10, you can do it for 20. And so I find that it just really decompresses me.
Absolutely.
So if I'm really stressed out about a person or an event or work or something, I will literally step into another zone and just close my eyes and just clear my mind and do the breathing technique. And it really, really relaxes me. And I try to do it twice a day too.
So do you do it like at any particular time in the day? Is there a better time to do it?
If I'm doing a routine, I definitely, first thing when you wake up in the morning. I think because you're waking up to a fresh new day, you're waking up with clear thoughts, setting your intentions, what you want to do.
And a child poking you in the eyeball.
Exactly. Well, you wake up an hour earlier than the child.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes that doesn't happen.
But so you do it in the morning.
Well, how long do you do it for?
Well, if you're just starting out, try to at least do 10 minutes because it's hard for people to focus. Your mind is already wandering. If you've never done it before, there's 50 other things in your head about what you need to do that day.
And
so
there's
try
like
10.
good YouTube music, like mantra
There's
music you can do.
plenty.
You just play it on your computer or wherever
you go to
do it.
YouTube and you can put in beginner meditation, music for meditation, guided meditation.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about the internet. You actually get guided meditation. I do 20 minutes in the morning and then right before I sleep because it helps me really decompress.
See, that's what I need to do.
But on set, there'll be moments where you're just like, you're bored, you're waiting around, or you're just tense. I step out into my own zone for 3 to 5 minutes and I
have a question.
And it probably takes practice, like getting into it, like learning how to like calm yourself, quiet your thoughts, and really zone in to meditate. So it's probably like one of those things, like the more you do it, the better you get at it.
So it's a learned practice because I feel like, although I love doing yoga and but for me, I have to have that movement. Whereas if I sit and be still, I like fall asleep. I'm so tired. So it's just like, it's hard for me to, and maybe I haven't done like what you said, put the practice in and like maybe educated myself a little bit more on how to meditate.
But if you do it,
difficult to
no, you know what? Actually, it really decompresses you. I mean, because you learn how to just let things out of your mind flow, and you learn. I'm not going to worry about the 2-year-old right now. I'm not going to worry about dinner. I'm not going to worry about this. This is my Maria time.
Focusing on yourself.
Yes, you're focusing on yourself, and it really clears your head. You feel rejuvenated for the next.
Oh, I believe you. I think it's hard to do.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
so I think,
guys, this didn't come overnight. I definitely had to work on it because trust me, after 5 minutes, I was like, oh, the to-do list. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to make this. I mean, it didn't come overnight for me.
Yeah, just like anything, you have to learn at it. That's why, like, she suggested doing the guided meditation.
That's interesting.
You do have that on YouTube, and you have someone like walking you through it, and there's a nice mantra music in the background. So literally, you just close your eyes and listen to the guided expert do it. And then also, have you heard of TM, Transcendental Meditation?
Oh, that's a whole different ballgame.
Oprah swears by it. Jerry Seinfeld swears by it. A lot of big, successful people swear by TM, Transcendental Meditation.
Now, what does that mean?
I haven't taken the classes, but it's like a very taught way to meditate, and it's very popular. I think it has a cost to it. It's like $800 to $1,500.
Everything's but it takes I think it almost works with your brain waves, so it takes you into a different zone.
Yeah,
it takes you into a different zone.
Great.
So
I could use some extra brain waves. We all know that. Just drink more coffee.
Don't stress out, my friends, and you at home don't stress out either. We are going to take a short break, and we will bring you back lots more on 30ish.
Maria Menounos here. Are you like me, so obsessed with your favorite TV series that you want more? And I got the solution for you. AfterBuzz TV. AfterBuzz TV produces after shows for your favorite TV shows, where AfterBuzz hosts break down episodes, answer questions from fans, and interview series cast and crew. Whether it's Game of Thrones, Dancing with the Stars, Scandal, or Love and Hip Hop, chances are AfterBuzz produces an after show for you. So check out AfterBuzzTV.com or download episodes on iTunes. Buzz you later.
Welcome back, everyone. Day to day, we see and experience things we just cannot take anymore, and we are going to talk about some of those things in this segment we call hashtag I can't.
Cannot, will
Okay,
not.
Tony,
Huh?
what can you not deal with?
Okay.
Oh God.
There are people who are growing out their hair, and I appreciate that. But when you grow your hair out to the point where you just have this much of a ponytail and you dare wrap that around a little rubber band, I cannot deal with that. That is a ponytail in training wheels, and I will not. Hashtag, I cannot do that. I will not. That is too much. Like this, what you have is a ponytail. It
is a West Side Special, too, honey.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Okay.
Nice, real
but
nice.
some people have about a whole lot less than that, and it just sits on their head like this, and they just like, I'm like, no, hashtag, I cannot. Wait, make sure your ponytail is full grown before you try to wrap
What
it
about
around
the
a
man
rubber band.
buns that guys are doing with those little ponytails?
Even
in
if
the back?
it better be a full bun
Bun.
and not just a
Are you okay with the
Not a
man bun
strand.
too?
You like man
oh.
Yes, a good man
Really?
bun.
He likes
yes.
his, man bun.
See, I'm not into the man buns.
Oh, a good one?
Hashtag, I can with man buns.
Yes.
Hashtag, I cannot with those small ponytails.
Okay.
I like a
Miss
good man
Rasha.
bun.
For me, okay, well, I have a little puppy at home, and let me tell you, I am so done with people leaving their dog's poop on my yard.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
It's, and everywhere I walk, my poor dog, like, I'm worried about stepping in it, my
Yeah.
dog stepping in it, and just the smell of it. And it's so sad, you guys, because I already know in my neighborhoods who's doing this. So I'm like, I just can't stand it. Like, I just can't deal with it
You should
anymore. It's
approach
disgusting.
them.
Yeah, put
Totally
that poo in a
approach
bag
Pick
and say,
it up,
this belongs
put it
to
on
you.
And put it on there.
doorstep,
Yes,
light it
do
on fire,
that.
and then press the doorbell.
You're that
It's
guy.
sick because it's like these big chunks, and it's not like little dog poop, guys. It's big chunks, just
Yeah.
like all over the place.
I bet it
mean,
comes from a
there's
little
just-
dog, too.
No, it
No, a
doesn't.
big
It's from a
dog.
boxer.
A big dog.
I wonder if you can
From
get
a
ticketed for
boxer.
that. My biggest
should do that.
My biggest I can't is the entitlement of a tip for poor service. When I go out to eat, or if I'm having lunch or anywhere, coffee or whatever, if I want you to win, I want you to give me great service. I want to tip you well, at minimum 20%. Blow me away. This is part of my dining experience. But if you give me poor service, if you've got an attitude, if my order's messed up, any of those things, and then you expect to receive the same amount of tip as if the service were good, I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. And I have seen an overwhelming sense of entitlement, and not just like the industry, the food service industry, but I went to get some frozen yogurt the other day, and it's self-serve, mind you. That means you do it yourself. You go in, you fill up the thing, you pull the lever,
DIY.
you put your own toppings on it and everything, and the cashier at the end was like, just clicked a little button, and I gave him my credit card, and at the end, he prints that thing. There's a place to put a tip.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
we're tipping for frozen self-serve yogurt right now? Like, I'm not cheap, but you didn't do anything. You just pressed the button. What am
Or
I supposed
even
to tip you
ordering
on?
food nowadays. I've gone
It's
to like
crazy.
Yeah.
cafes
And they
and
print
stuff,
out the
and they print out
receipt.
at the
Yeah.
end. They ask you to tip, and I thought, but I'm taking this as a to-go. You're
Right.
not even serving
not-
me.
I'm going to my
Yeah.
table. There's no wait or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start tipping the gas station, the gas pump.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pump my gas. And they're gonna be like, "Do you want a receipt?" Oh, because you got to leave a tip for the
Yeah.
machine.
You know
I feel
what
like
you
that's
should
the
do?
way we're going towards.
When you go out to eat, you should tell the server, this is your tip, and you just lay the tip out, and you say, for every mistake, I'm just going to take away so that way they can see the money that they're about to earn, and they'll give you good service.
That's good.
Yeah.
Or they'll do something shady. I wait until the end because you just never know. You never
But
know.
do you guys tip on poor service?
Know.
Do you still
No.
tip like the
No.
18,
$2.
20%?
No.
You get $2. That is your starting base. $2, and if you do well, you get more. If
I
not,
do
you
20%.
get $2.
I do
God,
about
with you now.
20%. No, legit. I do 20% because I have a lot of friends that are in the food industry,
Right.
and their base salary is so low that if you actually are doing a good job, I will tip you as much as I absolutely
Yes.
can, even if
Yeah.
it's more than
If it's
20.
a good
I try
job.
to keep it at
Yeah.
20,
What if
but
it's
if
a
it's a
poor
poor
job?
job, right?
If it's a poor
$2.
job or you didn't do anything, I'm taking my food and I'm going home.
But do you guys feel awkward leaving like a poor tip?
Yes,
I do
definitely.
feel
I feel
awkward doing
bad.
it.
I
but
feel
No,
sad.
they're bad.
I
They
can't
didn't feel bad giving you bad
reward-
service?
Exactly. I can't reward bad service, but I do feel
But then
awkward
I feel
about
bad.
it
I'm
when
like,
I push
oh
through.
wow, they're barely
Well,
making
that's why
anything
you
as it is.
hashtag you can't
I
with the
can't.
with the
Yeah,
tips.
well, and that's the problem is that it's like an entitlement. They call it the entitlement generation, where we do all feel like, you know, you look at someone who is successful and drives a nice car, and instead of saying, what did he do to get that car? I want to do that. They throw like rocks at the car, like he shouldn't have that. I should have that. What? Why should you have it?
Right.
Did you work for 20 years at a company starting from the ground up? No, you didn't. You just graduated college. Like work. That okay? I can't.
Sounds like a Republican.
Maria, is this a personal thing, Maria?
Anywho,
Sounds like you're bashing Bernie.
that's how I feel.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Sorry.
Agree.
But I can't on politics. That just kind of grows into I'm not a socialist. I don't politics, and I've always said I'm a little bit down the middle when it comes to politics. I'm a liberal Republican or I'm a conservative liberal. Like I don't go one way or the other when it comes to that. But when it comes to this all the politics that are going on right now, all of the things that are on Facebook and how I hear every single day about Hillary, I should vote for Hillary because I'm a woman. Well, I'm sorry, I'm offended by that.
Yeah.
Like, I should vote for someone who's the most qualified, not because she's a woman. So I could go on and on and on, and I get so passionate about this. But politics right now, I just can't.
Well,
Like,
this
I'm
election is a little
Yeah.
different, I think,
It
than the
is.
normal.
Ex-
It's a
It's
little
a
different.
circus.
this
It
year.
is.
You know why?
Unfortunately.
Because just like Whoopi Goldberg said in Ghost, America, you in danger, girl.
Yes, we are, honey. And we cannot do with that. Okay, so my I can'ts are fake behinds, okay?
Ooh, I can on that.
Well, let me
completely
explain
tried
to
it.
you why I cannot. Because I was blessed, thank you to my mother, for this frame I have, and I have lived with a big behind, beautiful behind my whole life.
Come
and
on,
there is a
pun
way.
intended.
There is a way to dress it, to wear it, to walk it, to share it, honey, and. You know the difference between someone who has lived with it her entire life versus someone who just bought it and don't know even how to walk down the street with it. I'm offended, and much respect to the women who actually went and got work done. More power to you. I don't shame people who get the work done, but own up to it. Okay, I didn't tell y'all this was my hair. I said it was West Side Special. Okay, I bought
but they
this
know that's
hair,
not yours.
but it works. Okay, so if you bought it. Okay, just say you bought it and be
Right.
proud that you bought it. Like K. Michelle, she tells people she got fat transfer done.
Right.
Okay, she might look lopsided some days, but she owns it. She doesn't act like she was born with that. And I respect the women who own up to any work that they've had done.
Yeah.
I do not honor or respect any of those women, meaning some sisters that are on television that act like they were born with those bodies, and you weren't, honey. We know the deal.
Well,
The
maybe
real
it's
ones
Maybelline.
You have
know the
these
deal.
women
You got these thick
exploiting
legs.
it.
You got those little skinny chicken legs
And it
and
doesn't
these
match
big
up.
old bubble booty that just doesn't even look good.
So what do
honey.
you think about the women like the Nikkis, the Kim Kardashians, the women who
Nikki
are out there
claims she owned up to her booty shots.
exploiting it, putting their ass out in every performance, every music video, and
Well,
they're
guess
putting
what?
this
When you get that
fantasy,
much done,
like,
you
we gotta
can't
have a
hide
big
it.
butt.
I know this. I've tried to wrap things around my behind. My friends tell me all the time, you can't wrap a sweater around that, boo. It is what it is.
But these women are
they
doing
don't-
the
and it's-
opposite of
Sweater
that.
look like
Now,
a thread
I
of
wish I had that problem.
Now they bought it for a reason. Let's keep it 100.
How do you feel about
they bought
that?
it for
Them
a reason.
putting their butts out there like that. And nowadays, it's like you got to have a big butt or you're
Listen,
not
like
beautiful.
Beyonce
No,
said, if you
no.
got it, flaunt it.
Yes, and I agree with it.
Oh,
if
I
you
know
spent
you
the
want
money
it.
and you carry it well and you claim and you own up to the fact that it's not naturally yours, I'm not knocking anything that they're doing.
But here's
I'm
the thing.
not
So,
knocking it.
I mean, just kind of going on the topic of like getting something done. But like, okay, if someone had, you know, had a large nose and they wanted to have their nose done because it's something that bothered them. To me, I agree with you. Like, you go get your hair done at the salon. This is not my natural hair color. Like this, you know, I see it about the same. But why you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. That's how I feel. I think, yes, I think own up to it if it's something that, like, you're flaunting and saying, like, this is all my... Okay.
Yes.
But if it comes out... But you don't have to talk about I think...
No, you don't have to walk around with a receipt off your tag, off your behind.
But I mean, people feel so obligated to be open and honest about things they get done. It's like, if you get certain things done, like, that's your business. But it's different if you're flaunting it and saying that
like these
natural.
Instagram models
if it is a bold
or
lie.
posting this, like, look at my beautiful butt, I got 1 million followers.
That's what you can't handle.
But
and
it's
I'm going to tell you the reason.
If they do that, they better tag the doctor that gave it to them.
Right, and going back to the doctors, the reason why I absolutely can't, why this is a super hashtag I can't, not just because they are being dishonest, and there's a lot of younger women who look up to them or who look at them in any way, whether you're an Instagram model or you're just someone's sister or you do whatever you do in your life. What I have a problem with is it's not healthy, right? There's a lot of things that we are doing to our bodies in general, especially the fake injections and the implants and things like that are just not healthy. And it kills people. It really does kill people. And I'm saying this because it's mindful to be, it's important to be mindful of what we're doing to ourselves.
Think of the risk
that could kill you and that could influence someone else to unfortunately kill themselves or hurt themselves. And it's not that serious. Be thankful for what you have, whether you got a big one or not. You have a beautiful smile, whoever you are, and rock that, and don't go out here and buy all this other stuff, because if you're a beautiful person inside, it will show.
Well, come on. Well, on that note, that has been our show 30ish. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time for a full table discussion on 30ish. Bye, y'all.
Bye. See y'all.